Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Live. Yeah, so today is turning out the way that I worried it would. And we are going to take off because we are in the crosshairs right now of this like tornado outbreak. It seems like it's going to be going over my area. So I'm going to give it a minute for people to get in here. Let me show you what I'm seeing here. I got to choose the window. This one right here. Okay. So I'm like in this area right here. So, here's, let me do it like this. No, let me make it. Yeah, like that. So, here's Oklahoma right here. Here's Oklahoma City. And then I am like in this area right here. There's Wichita, and I'm like in this area. And so there's going to be potentially dangerous weather where I'm at, including tornadoes. And it's showing like these tornado warnings right here, just south of where I'm at. And let's see. Give me just 1 second. How many people do we have right now? 40. Okay, I'll give it just a couple more minutes. Yeah. So, I don't know if you were watching this yesterday. Let me go back to the window. Oh, what? Let me fix my webcam. Sorry. Kind of doing this impromptu. I just got a new webcam that hopefully looks better on your screen. But, I was watching this yesterday. I posted on Facebook, and there's just like this really large tornado outbreak that's taking place right now. In fact, it's pretty significant. I'm about to show you why this outbreak is significant. But I was watching it yesterday, and I saw that it was mostly like the Omaha area and then western Iowa that were in danger. And whenever I think of Omaha, I think about, here, let me do it like this. I think about the Winter Quarters temple. Okay, because Winter Quarters, if you didn't know, I'm sure most of you do, but maybe if like you're newer to the church, you may not know what Winter Quarters is, or Council Bluffs. But here's Omaha, Nebraska. It's on the border with Iowa. Council Bluffs is right here. Let me zoom in. See, here's Council Bluffs. And then here, right here, this is the Winter Quarters temple. And this was essentially what would you call it? Like the staging area as the Saints were getting ready to make the trek to Utah, right? So they gathered here. I'm not like very, very familiar with the history of this area, although whenever I do my family history, I have a, hold on, what is a little, give me just 1 second. Turn the webcam. I got to do this. Sorry. I got to like fix it because I'm using this new webcam. There. Okay. So all I know is that whenever I do family history, I have so many on my dad's side because my mom's from Portugal. So, but on my dad's side, there's Pioneer Heritage and Council Bluffs, and which my understanding is it used to be called Canesville, but then it got renamed Council Bluffs, I believe. But anyway, I have lots of my ancestors that were here as they were getting ready to cross the plains and go to Utah. So that really piqued my interest as far as like signs go, because if you saw the video that I did yesterday about the tornadoes, there's been these like really interesting wind events like tornadoes and derechos that have been happening at these like church locations. Like, for example, it was just last year. I'd have to double check the I'd have to double check my spreadsheet, but I think it was like last year that there was a derecho that hit Nauvoo, and so I took note of that, and so did the church, because the Church News did an article about it. There was a miracle that took place. There was a group of youth that were doing a pioneer trek, and they miraculously got to safety just in time. And when I say just in time, it was like just in time. The truck and trailer that went to go pick them up and save them, once they got to the place where they were going to shelter, the truck had a tree fall on top of it. I have an interview with Elaine that lives there in Nauvoo, and she tells the story, and I have footage of it. So just go watch my last video about I think it was the second to last video about tornadoes, and I put a link for that in the description below. But anyway, Nauvoo, last year we talked about, here, let me go to, where is it? I have all these tabs open. Let's go to the Storm Prediction Center, refresh. Okay, so this was yesterday. Here's all these red dots are tornadoes. And it turns out, here, let me refresh this. Yeah, here we go. It turns out, you see this right here, tornado reports. Yesterday, or for this period right here, there were, refresh, why is it? It's saying 100 tornado reports. And then you can go to the previous day. And that day there were 9. And I don't know the time of each one of these tornadoes, but I think just because the weather moves from west to east, I think it started with Utah with this tornado. And for those of you, for those of you that are like, oh, that wasn't a tornado, it was just like some people were calling it a water spout. No, it wasn't a water spout. It wasn't over the Great Salt Lake or Utah Lake. It wasn't a water spout. It was a land spout. And a land spout is a type of tornado. A lot of people were kind of like being dismissive in that video, like, oh, it's nothing more than a big dust devil. Well, okay, look, land spout definition. Well, okay, here we go. Skybrary aviation safety. Where did it go? Okay, land spouts are a type of tornado that forms during the growth stage of cumulus congestus clouds by stretching boundary layer velocity or spinning upward and into the cumulus congestus updraft. So yeah, that is similar to a dust devil. I don't know like where you draw the line between dust devil and land spout, but there is some kind of differentiation. But it is a type of tornado. And according to NOAA's National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center, they're considering it a tornado. That's why you have this red dot here. So between the 25th, if you have the 25th and the 26th, there were 108 tornadoes. But if we just focus on yesterday with the 100, what I found out, I was just kind of like looking things up. I want to know like where this tornado outbreak, how does it compare to like other ones? And you have this Wikipedia article called Tornado Records. And the first chart that comes up or table is this one, most tornadoes in a single 24-hour period. And this includes, I guess, I don't know how far back this goes, but it has all tornado outbreaks that have at least 100 tornadoes, 100 plus tornadoes. So what just happened yesterday and today, and it's continuing, it's going to make it onto this list. I'm surprised that this isn't already updated. It'd be on the lower end. Well, depending on what happens today, because you could take the 24 hours like starting sometime yesterday and then include today. So we don't know exactly what's going to take place today. But on the low end of this table, you have 104 tornadoes of all places in the United Kingdom, 1981. And then after that, tornado outbreak of 1999 in the U.S., 128. And then, excuse me, and then the one that has the most, according to this table, was the 2011 super outbreak for the U.S. and Canada with 360. So, but what's happening today and yesterday is no joke. It seems like this is going to be added to that list. And there's only let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 7 entries for this. Most tornadoes in a single 24-hour period outbreaks with 100 plus tornadoes in a single 24-hour period. Council Bluffs, again, this was the staging point for the pioneers as they were preparing to make the trek west. It got hit. This is from Omaha World, or what? Omaha World Herald. And I did Control F, Council Bluffs. And it seems that all these pictures, or the majority of them, is Council Bluffs. I haven't heard anything about the Winter Quarters Temple. So if you know, let me know. Put it in the chat or put it in the comments. Or reply to me on Facebook on one of my posts. But I don't know. It's going to take some time probably to digest this and see if like any church historical sites got hit, how the wards and the stakes in this area have fared. But it seems like this is a pretty serious event. Let me update this. This is tornadohq.com. So there's been some tornadoes almost like directly south of where I live. Again, I live like in this area right here. The closest large city to me is Wichita. Today, in just a minute here, I'm going to wrap this up in just a minute. We are going to actually take off. We are going to go to Dodge. We're not getting out of Dodge because we're not there. We're going to Dodge City because there's some stuff to see there, and we're just going to make like a little day trip. But let me get back to this. Go to this screen. Okay. Oh, my hair looks great. Okay, so we have McKenna Wadsworth, first comment, heart. Terry Taylor, stay safe. Gigi Susie, prayers, ooh, heart. Bethany Gonzalez, hello from northern Utah. Penny Tidwell, I'm heading into DC Temple right now. I'll put your family and those in the R on the prayer roll. Heart. Higher Holier, this is Jessica from Ohio. They just had their own crazy storm recently, just before I got there to go to the Kirtland Temple. Jessica says, I was wondering if you guys were going to get hit. Yeah, only time will tell. It's supposed to, if we do get hit, it's probably going to be within the next couple hours. Let me check my forecast really quick. Go to the Weather Channel. I'm not putting this up on the screen. There's a likely risk of severe weather today. Wind, tornadoes, and hail are possible. Look out for large hail and powerful tornadoes. Oh, yeah, that's great. Have a plan and be prepared. Our plan is to get out of here and go to Dodge. That's our plan. Let me go to the hourly. Let me just check something here. Got 83 people watching right now. Where was I? Oh, here we are. So, well, it looks like like when I go to weather.com, you go to the hourly and then they have like the little red exclamation marks. And I have two of those, one for 4 p.m. and one for 5 p.m. So that's a little while from now. Maybe I'll be okay for a little bit. We're just going to have to keep watching the weather. I personally like watching Max Velocity, but I know there's also Ryan Hall, y'all. So one at 4, one at 5, then one at 9 p.m. And unfortunately, we're probably going to have to be home for that one because we're not going to get a motel, or not a motel, like a hotel for the night. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. Okay. Back to the chat. Ruth Tautua. Hi there. I've been thinking about you and my daughter in Missouri, close to Kansas City. Phil Malia waits. Hello from Duncan, Arizona. Surf and Summit Mama. Praying hands for your safety and safety off all. Liberty Mills Homestead, we'll pray for your safety and protection. God will protect us all. Praying Hands Star. Dust Wave Music, we'll pray for you and your family. Gigi Susie, expect miracles, not doubt. Smiley face with a halo and then hearts all over the face. September Menzia, prayers for your homestead to be safe. Pinecone, I love your content, brother. Higher Holier History, FYI, your camera output looks better. Good. It better, because I got this new camera. It wasn't like super expensive. It was just like, it was like $35 or something like that. But that's good to hear. Let me go to Facebook because I had some people that were commenting there and sending pictures. So let me go to window. I'll move the webcam to over here. Actually, that may not matter because when I pull this up, it'll be in the center of the screen. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's see what everybody's saying here. Let me see. Maybe I should zoom in. Then I'll make this smaller. And I'll go up here. Okay. Top fan. Saying prayers, I have such bad memories of tornadoes. I'm sure our leaders are praying with us. Put a heart. I'm going to let all these people know that I'm doing the live stream right now. I'm doing a live stream right now and reading your comment. I hope you can join. Hope you can join if possible. Thanks for the comment. And then I got to do sunflowers, sunflower emoji. Copy this, close out of it. Better do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I always do. Copy. And then comment. Okay. Gabby Nielsen, thanks for updating us on this. Heart. Reply. Okay. Ann Cox, 10 hours ago. She shared this screenshot. This was like from yesterday, though, obviously. Heart. Reply. Alan Wright. Jared, y'all need to hunker down today. It looks nasty down there in your area today. May he protect y'all. Thank you, Alan. Hopefully you watch this live stream. And yeah, it's not looking good. What? Yeah. Okay. Top fan John Larson, and he sent a picture, and that is a gigantic tornado. That is huge. It looks like one of those ones that's like at least a mile long. It's I'm doing a live stream right now. So anyway, but that was from yesterday. Let me reply. Barry Bunzel. We had hail storm in Arizona. Heart. I hope that none of your stuff got damaged, Barry. I think that's like another risk for where we're at too, is hail. So okay, Wendy Tobler Bearden. Jared, you'll appreciate this tremendously. So far, no deaths. Now this was today. This is 4 hours ago. Jared, you'll appreciate this tremendously. So far, no deaths have been reported from the storms yesterday, as 100 tornadoes have been reported marching across the plains. That's pretty good. Like with as many tornadoes as there were, you'd think that there'd be something that like somebody would have died. Today's outbreak is pretty bad. Sorry, I'm certified with weather. I watch these closely. My calling also requires it. So Wendy is a weather person. Many of us here in the far west stake have been in continuing to do so, praying for miracles in these storms, be it major cities being spared, no deaths or storms to weaken, as long as it is within his will. in accordance. It's our chance to show unwavering faith, however, in the simple, sweet fact that everything will be okay no matter what happens. I encourage anyone and everyone to pray with us here in Kansas City for another miracle across the plains for today's outbreak. Yeah, you guys, by the way, if you don't know, I guess today is supposed to be like the main event. So yesterday was already really bad, and there were 100 tornadoes. And if you're just joining, I have this Wikipedia article up that's called Tornado Records, and they have this table right here of 24-hour periods that had 100 plus tornadoes. So it seems like there's going to be a new entry put onto this list, because yesterday there was 100 tornadoes, and then there's tornadoes today. So depending on how they cut it up, I think we're going to have a 24-hour period with more than 100 tornadoes. So, but anyway, back to Facebook. Whether it's for the elements to fizzle out enough for people to be to be warned far ahead in time and get to safety, be weather ready. Let's join in our voices up to Heavenly Father. I do encourage that as you pray, do it with earnest, urgent intent. Be genuine, of course. Do not forget to praise and thank Him, and remember repentance, as personal as can be. Humility goes a long way. Love to all of you in these regions. Be safe. Amen. Yeah, prayers, everybody. Not just for me, obviously, but everybody that's going to be affected today. Again, yesterday, if you're just joining, Council Bluffs, one of our historic sites in the church. It's a city, but this is where the pioneers, this is the city that the pioneers used as like a staging area to get ready to go to Utah. That city had a lot of damage. There's like all these pictures from Council Bluffs. I think there's also parts of Omaha, because Omaha is just right across the river from Council Bluffs. And then there were other small cities and towns that were also affected yesterday. I don't know the full damage, but I know that those areas were affected. Karen Daymont, Reed Conway, thankful to be safe in Lincoln, Nebraska. Prayers for the Omaha area. Response. Becky Warner, I have a niece and her family in Waterloo, Iowa. I've been praying since I heard the news. Heart. Response. In Cox, follow Tornado HQ. Their radar is kicking up the donut clouds from the weather program. That's from yesterday, though. But yes, I am watching Tornado HQ. It's this right here. In fact, why don't we refresh this and see what's new? So it looks like the newest one, excuse me, the newest one, 14 minutes ago, a tornado in Grant, Oklahoma. And that is relatively close to where I'm at. Too close for comfort. Have you been watching Max Velocity, honey?
I'm getting stuff ready.
You should watch that. Just take a peek and see if he's like saying anything. Okay. Starting to rain a little bit, she says. Let me hop on over to the chat really quick. Swan Teal, we'll pray for you, Jared, and your family. Stay safe. Like Hawaiian type flower. I can't remember what those are called. Then an attempt to do a UK flag emoji. Larry Stark, Jared, we appreciate you and Jared, we appreciate you and your work watching storm in Oklahoma City. Defenders of the Bride in White, we are praying for you guys. Praying hands. Tyler Chapman, here we go. Jen from Christian Fire Poppy. So I have two of these. Okay, so you guys, make sure to subscribe. Oh, there's actually three. Subscribe to Higher Holier History. That's Jessica in Ohio. Subscribe to Liberty Mills Homestead. And I'm sorry, you guys, I didn't check where you guys are at, but they have a channel that they started recently. And then make sure, of course, to subscribe to Christian Fire Poppy, Jen Stevens from Washington, near Seattle. So Christian Fire Poppy, heading to the temple. Excuse me. Heading to the temple with the youth in a few hours, we'll pray for your family and people in the path of the tornadoes. I remember doing tornado drills as a child in Illinois. Those sirens, oh, higher, holier history. Better start heading to Dodge. Yeah. Huh?
They're in the next few hours.
Well, yeah.
Next hour we need to get going.
I know. Well, did you watch?
Yes.
What did he say?
Well, he didn't say anything. He just showed what's gonna start happening this evening, and there's a bunch headed toward our way.
Because I'm looking at Tornado HQ as well as, huh?
I need your phone, my device.
Looking at the Weather Channel too. They don't have any of like the red exclamation marks until 4 and 5, and then 1 at 9. But that's what I'm saying. Can you just like keep an eye on that? And
yeah, I think are you okay? Did you get all that done?
Okay, whatever. So thank you everybody for your prayers and well wishes, and yeah, hopefully today will be like yesterday where there's no casualties. I don't know if it's like too soon to say for yesterday, but I guess the last report is that there haven't been any deaths from yesterday, and hopefully that'll be the same today, as well as minimal damage to property. Let's see. September Menzia. Will the animals be okay? Who cares about the animals? Just kidding. I don't know. Probably not. We just have chickens right now. We were going to buy cows this month, but we ended up going to Kirtland instead. So we sacrificed cows to go to the temple. But we just have the chickens. We have the chicks that are like pretty good size now, but they're still not ready to be brought into the main coop. So they're in the garage. And then we have like the shed that we use as a chicken coop, but I don't think they're very sturdy at all. So I will not be feeling the best for my chickens. But we can't take them with us.
And the cats are in the garage. Chickens are in the coop. We're getting them with water, and we're just doing the best we can.
Yeah, Jenica just said if you didn't hear that, they're like getting the chickens all set up like to keep them inside the coop and have like food and water. Gigi Susie, you're cutting out a little bit. Sorry, I don't know why that is. I don't know if that could have anything to do with the weather or not, but Nathan Shaw, it feels like as the temple is announced, there seems to be a visit by some big weather event in their respective areas. Yeah, we've talked about, for example, the one that comes to mind immediately is the Viña del Mar temple in Chile. President Nelson announced that in, I'm already forgetting, I think it was October 2023 General Conference, and then just a few months later, there was a major fire in that area. Viña del Mar in Spanish means vineyard of the sea. In the region that it's in is called Valparaiso, which means Valley of Paradise. And it made me think about the Paradise Fire, like Paradise, California, back in, I think it was 2018. And that seemed to be significant because that's the fire that President Nelson mentioned in his April 2019 talk called Come Follow Me, where he said time is running out. And he showed pictures from Paradise, California. So I think it's really important to pay attention to where disasters happen and just look at unusual events, especially when they're brought up in General Conference. Let me put my cowboy hat. I don't like my hair today. I just basically got up and started doing this. I was like getting ready to do a different video, but then I was like, you know what? We might have to take off today. We'll go with that. Jen says, you sacrificed getting cows to go to the Kirtland Temple. Were you planning on buying a couple red heifers? Ha ha ha. Yeah. I'm at this point, I'm glad that we didn't, especially if something happens today. Because like, even if they made it through, like if I have any of my fencing damage, then they could get out. I don't know like what damage my property would sustain, and if it would make it hard to keep the cows on the property. Dust wave music, ha ha ha, rolling on the ground. Okay, I'm gonna go to Tornado HQ, update it. According to them, no new tornadoes, just the most recent one 21 minutes ago in Grant, Oklahoma. I'm trying to look at the cities, but the color from the radar kind of overpowers the underlying map. But it looks like this is kind of near Enid, Oklahoma. Enid is like a medium-sized, like it's like a city that's probably, it probably has like 100,000 people or so in the area. Kind of similar to Killeen, Texas, where Fort Hood is, where I was stationed in the Army. There's a military base there. And it's somewhere that we go pretty frequently, like when we want to mix things up and we want to go to a different place, to go to Walmart or whatever. Sometimes we go down to Enid. So there's two, I'll show you what I'm looking at. It's like there's these two, here's Enid right here, and then there's this tornado excuse me, this tornado right here just west of Enid, and then this one up here north. And I want to say this highway right here that you can barely see, like whenever we go to the Oklahoma City Temple, which is currently our closest temple, like we come down here and I think we like go in this area where the tornado is. Let's get back to Facebook. Lori Hansen Hast, 13 hours ago. We got hit in Minden, Iowa. Our homes on the east side of town are gone. Our home is not, oh my gosh. Our home is not livable. We had to leave tonight and stay with the family. There was also a major gas leak down the street. There were 3 tornadoes just outside Minden. I've never seen so many tornadoes in this area. It hit Epley Airfield again in Council Bluffs. Yeah, we were seeing pictures of that just a minute ago. Elkhorn, Nebraska, suburb of Omaha. Pacific Junction, Iowa. Neola, Iowa. Minden, where our house was. Our son saw 3 tornadoes when he called me and said they were headed straight for us. Got in the bathroom downstairs just in time. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to talk to her more. Maybe we can like set up something like a fund to help her, but I'll have to like reach out to her. I'm doing a live stream right now and reading your comment. I hope you can join. Okay, that's probably not appropriate in this response. I'm doing a live stream right now and reading your comment. I'm so sorry. I'm in the crosshairs today. So hopefully how do I word this? I'm the crosshairs myself today. I'll just do it like that. Myself today. I'd like to get back to you. Maybe talk on the phone whenever you can. And maybe we could set something up to help you and your family. I'm so glad you're safe, though. Lots of exclamation marks. I'll get rid of that. 7 sunflowers. So everybody, please say a prayer for Larry Hansen Hast and her family. They don't have a home now, thanks to a tornado. So hopefully she can recover as quickly as possible. Anne Marie Coogan Lewis praying. Beth Jukes. This is Beth Jukes with, let me pull it up here. Yeah, you see all these like live streams going on right now following these storms and tornadoes. Your channel. So again, I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribed, especially to these three right here. These are the three sisters that have responded to my call to start YouTube channels. We have Aurora, and I messed up yesterday. Aurora is not from Washington. She's from Utah. So Aurora from Utah with the My podcast. Beth Jukes with Stand as a Witness. She's from Kentucky. And then Jessica, who's in the chat right now, with Higher, Holier History, and she's in Ohio. Okay, I'm probably going to go ahead and wrap things up. If you guys don't mind, you know, do some research. If you're in that area, let me know what you can. We're also very interested in like the church sites, if all the church sites are okay, but we're just looking for any details, any interesting details to share on the channel, like, you know, because we're watching for signs of the times, and if there's a church site that got hit or something like that, then we probably want to pay attention to that. Just a couple more orange peel. A month ago, my friend and I were wakened to an EAS alert beeping at 5 a.m. A tornado was heading straight toward where we live. Luckily, nothing came of it. I think it just dissipated. Well, that's good. That's a miracle. Catch the buzz, Jared. I started a new channel called Love Notes from God. All right, so everybody subscribe to Catch the Buzz as well. Love Notes from God is the new channel. Okay, so yeah, as you can tell, I'm probably not going to be making any videos today. I probably won't have one ready for Monday morning. Pray that I even have a house by that point. I would appreciate that. But I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So just keep an eye on the news. And again, today is supposed to be like the worst day for these tornadoes. This is like the main event. So just pray that everyone possible will be safe, them and their friends and family and their property. Okay, that's going to be it for this one. I'll